Hello, baby dolls. So Bitcoin or altcoins? What do we buy? What should we focus on? I have another way for you to think about it. I've been doing some deep thinking and I want to present this information to you. Bitcoin at $1,000, 2017. It needed $54 million per month just to keep the price break even coming in. And it got that, right? Because back then, right, you were getting 1,800 Bitcoin mined per day. And then you're doing $1,000 and then 30 days, boom, $54 million, okay? And full-time US salaries, it's about 10,800 people putting in their monthly salary every month. So you need 10,800 people to get their whole month's wage and buy Bitcoin, and you will keep the price stable at $1,000. What about today though? So just a quick reminder, Bitcoin went from $200 in that previous bear market, 2 bear markets ago, 2015, all the way to 20K. That's 100x. Bitcoin did 100x. Okay, $200 to $20,000. But now you know why. Now you know why. And that's because you're going to see a bigger number later. You only needed 10,800 people to buy just to keep it break even. Okay, full time. All right, now let's clean it up a bit and let's go to today. See, now Bitcoin's $20,000. Yes, there has been a halvening. Instead of 1,800 Bitcoin per day, it's down to 900, but the price is much higher. So now instead of $54 million, you need $540 million per month just to keep it break even at 20K. So instead of 10,800 people, you now need 108,000 people to put their salary in every month, right? So you got to forecast this. You go, okay, for me to get to 200K Bitcoin, oh my God, you might need like 500,000 people, right? Because there's going to be a halvening after 2024. So you don't times it by 10, times it by 5, all right? So isn't that nuts? You need 500,000 people doing that. And we'll get there. We will get there. But I want you to see the magnitude of the money we created, because now you need $2.5 billion at 200K. So at 200K BTC, we need, is that number right? Yeah, 2.5 billion USD coming in every month. That's literally an Elon Musk and Michael Saylor coming in every month to sustain it. That's why we're going to have a warning sign. All right, it's going to be a warning sign with this emoji here. This is why it gets harder to push it up over time. So now when you think of Bitcoin and altcoins, don't focus on the altcoins part. Don't worry about that part. Because when people try to open their minds to you, like regarding altcoins, you're going to think, what's he shitting me? They're telling me to get away from the true one source of humanity. Bitcoin is the only coin out there. I don't want you to think about any altcoin. Nothing. We're only looking at Bitcoin. We're going to be independent here. Don't worry about anything else, any other logo, ticker, don't worry. Bitcoin itself is slowing down. Now I've measured the units of people required. I hope this opens it up a bit for your mind. This is why, man, Bitcoin, yeah, it was easy to push up when you only needed 10,000 people to come in and hold it up. Now you need 100,000 people, man. Eventually you're going to need 500,000 people, right? So, but this is why, can Bitcoin go to like 600K? I had somebody tell me, hey, you're getting greedy, man. Altcoins are trash. Bitcoin's going to go to 600K in the next cycle. And I've said, well, friend, like, you will now need $7.5 billion every month just to keep it stable there. Okay? Stable. Have a think about that. Price is not moving. The miners are auto dumpers. Okay? They're not the real believers. It's a load of BS. The miners are not believers. They are auto dumpers. The opposite of believing is selling. If you believe, you buy. You put your hard-earned labor USD into the pool, you take out Bitcoin. That's believing. Now, what's non-believing? Non-believing is you mine the coin and then you dump it and you extract USD out of the pool, right? So you have, because it's just a pool, right? BTC and then USD, right? This is it. Okay, so me and you as believers, you put your fiat in and then you take your Bitcoin out. That's what a believer does, right? A believer buys. Yes. And what's the opposite of a believer? A non-believer. You're a non-believer. You sell. And what do? What do? Unfortunately, they put BTC into the pool and they take out the precious US dollars. Now they say, oh, we got to pay the electricity bills. We have to pay for security. Don't worry about that cause, man. Don't worry. I want to ask you this question. Be honest. Do you really care? If someone sells your coin, do you care what they're selling for? Please think about that. If I show you a big fat red candle, okay? If I show you a big fat red candle and I told you, hey man, I'm going to go cure cancer with this, it's okay. And you're not going to care, man. You're going to say, F you, I want to come for your neck because my labor units placed into this store of value, into this speculation, into whatever it is, it's now being crushed. I am losing at life. That's how you're going to feel, okay? You are more than just your portfolio and your dollar amount. We can talk about that later. But this is right now. How are most people going to feel? They're going to feel like they got robbed and they don't care that you're using it to go like, save puppies and do whatever you want with the money. They don't care. We don't care. You lose, man. You lose. So, on the other hand, if someone buys the coin, do you care if they are evil? I want to ask you that. Do you care if it's the Federal Reserve? Do you care if it's someone in the third world country trying to hedge themselves? Think about that. You don't care. The market price is the market price. We only care about number go up. Okay, so we're going to go back here now. We're going to see, right? You don't care what they sell for, man. You don't care what they sell for. So here's a miner telling you, yes, my lord, I'm taking out the USD from the price because we need to support it in the future. When was the last time you saw a Bitcoin miner appear on national TV saying, Bitcoin's the future? Buy Bitcoin! When was the last time you saw that? You don't see people doing that. Why? They're not believers, man. They're dumping. Bitcoin miners dump on us. And there's not enough people coming in to sustain sick gains for the future. That's right. We're here for the sick gains, all right? We want to be early. We want to be early. So let's go and move to Bitcoin dominance. This is dominance Bitcoin. And many people are saying, yeah, Bitcoin's going to go to the moon. Bitcoin dominance is going to go to the moon. So many people believe, yes, dominance, wow, we're going to return to former glory. But now I want to ask you the question, do you think Bitcoin is going to keep getting hundreds of thousands of people, right, straight into Bitcoin only, who are going to support this versus altcoins? Because personally, I think it's unsustainable. Yeah, we can have some flash rallies, scare everyone out, whatever. I'm thinking long term, man. There's too many people required to fight the miners who are dumping. The miners are not our friends. They dump. Non-believers. Okay? It doesn't matter what they're selling for. To protect the system, who cares, man? You don't care. Do you really care? Do you care if the security went from like 1,500 units up to 1,502 units? Like, are you like, woohoo? Do you care about that? No, you're looking at the price every day. And we're trying to win here. So, Ethereum BTC ratio. ETH BTC is obviously going up. It's showing you that the market is respecting the fact that Ethereum doesn't need as much sell pressure to operate anymore. Okay? So the Ethereum nutsack, all the developers and DeFi and everything coming in. And now this is the merge. The merge. People are now saying, hey, we're burning up more Ethereum. Right? So remember, 0.16 is the flippening. Right? So when the flippening happens, people are going to say, oh, so obvious the whole time. Bitcoin has sell pressure, Ethereum doesn't. But please remember, most people do not believe in the flippening. They might say it, but they don't believe it with their portfolios because most people are still between 50 to 90% allocated to Bitcoin. They don't believe altcoins can do anything. And let me tell you something. When you underestimate competition, that is how you get disaster. It even happened in the stock market back when they used to buy train stocks in the 1870s. Yes, it's true. Go look it up. People thought there were going to be train stations for every single person and you'll be able to have your own personalized trains. What was the number one mistake they made? The number one mistake they made was underestimating competition. And I believe now people still stuck in the old ways of Bitcoin are underestimating competition. Okay, so we're not going to get angry. We're not going to get like agitated. It doesn't matter. This is edge. I love seeing this. I'm like, oh, wow. Me and you, we're friends. We can understand this side of the story. We can understand why this might slow down in the future. But people still think this part's coming, right? People think, wee-hoo-hoo. Still, let them think that. That's okay. We want them to think that. If the market consensus was that Bitcoin was slowing down and like, you know, the sell pressure's too much. If the market consensus was actually that, we'd have to reevaluate everything. But nobody does the homework, which is thankful. Me and you, we can sit here, we can figure this all out in a chart and doing some like basic understanding and reading. So, the final conclusion is, yes, Ethereum should keep gaining on Bitcoin. And I think, you know, Ethereum is the proxy for smart contracts and open competition and entrepreneurial spirit in crypto. So, if you can find coins that are leveraged on Ethereum, you can make a lot of money. They include, there's a DeFi sector. You got Chainlink, Uni, Aave, for example, right? You have things like Hex, other ecosystems. You go check their charts, they're cheap against Ethereum. You might find stuff in AI coins. You might want to buy gaming, metaverse. Just think about all these instead of Bitcoin. Or you can have the approach of Bitcoin and them, okay? But please don't fall into the trap. You know what most people's portfolios are? So firstly, most people's are just 90% USDC. Or, you know what the second most common portfolio is? 50% BTC, 50% USDC. That is actually the most common one. Most common portfolio. They have like 2% Ethereum, no one really believes, and they're still stuck in the old ways because people really believe that Bitcoin dominance is going to keep going up. Now, maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it does go like this. But, I mean, I don't want to buy and hold something where I know, going back, the final message, remember, going back, you cannot argue with this. Do you want to hold something that needs $540 million a month coming in? You know, imagine a coin out there like just gets $3 or $5 million of money coming in, or even $1 million a month coming in. You know, because the alt market caps are so small. So, there we go, friends.